Some history.
Okay, let's go see if we can find some history.
Okay.
Can't get over the amount of pubs, hey? First stop on our 4-day road trip, Hill End. Let's explore. Just a quick stop at a servo, fueled the car, and we were ready for our adventure. With the car all fueled, we're on our way 2 hours from Mount Victoria to Hill End. This is my favourite piece of road.
How we end up. The game is set to play. Every day remains.
Our first stop was History Hill Museum and Replica Mine just outside of Hill End. So here we are at History Hill. It's a mine just outside of Hill End, our first stop for the day. What are you hoping to see?
Some history.
Okay, let's go see if we can find some history.
Okay.
You may have heard of the Holtermann Nugget. Well, it was found at Hill End. The guy didn't want us taking photos or videos inside the museum because of the valuables that are in there. Totally get that. So here's a few photos of the outside and little glimpses of the area around it. We've posted more photos on social media. We are walking down to the mine, and according to the handout that we're about to go in, it is a replica, not a working mine. So then have a bit of a climb, get a bit of a replica feel, take some photos, again, check social media. This mine is a replica of one of the main mines in Hill End, the Son of Hope mine that was owned by Holtermann. After a visit there, we headed into the historic village to check it out. Hill End is maintained by national parks, so it's absolutely beautiful. We had a quick bite of morning tea before we headed in to check out the Merlin Bayless photos around town. Along the heritage walk, out the front of buildings or even sites of buildings, I'll show you one soon, they have these little signs. Downtown Clark Street today. This is what it used to look like. A local doing some shopping in the general store. My man, my protector. Holtermann was a rich German guy who basically funded the town and paid for a lot of the photos we're looking at today. No, front of the school. Hill End even managed to have a shopping complex. I think this building's seen better days. It even had its own brick kiln, and driving through from Bathurst today, through the hills and valleys, we can imagine how much hard work it would have been to bring bricks from Bathurst, which is the local biggest, closest city. Check out the stonework under the render of this building. This was once a thriving mining town during the gold rush, but now Pullen's cottage is home to a horse. So I was just telling Phil, I fell off one of these when I was in primary school and ended up in casualty with a concussion. Can't get over the amount of pubs, hey, that a sign posted that were here. How many did you say were in town?
I thought it was over 50, 52 or something.
Yeah. day. Well, you never get bored. Bit hard to have a local though. This paddock pretty much housed a lot of the goods and services and other useful things like your blacksmith, tobacco shops. There are actually a couple of those, a circulating library and fine goods store. This other block also has quite a few buildings that are no longer there, but it's quite interesting to see how busy this little town once was.
Just made it look like brickwork.
Check out the facade of the front veranda before I turn back. So it's made to look like a more fanciful house than it actually was. Like every good town, they had a blacksmith. He's not open today. Should we move in? Did you say not much renovations needed?
It's got a
Oh, my favourite.
just this lamp status instead of all floors.
It's got electricity.
Yeah. Oh, that pipe coming through there is for.
What pipe's that?
Oh, through here, this must be butcher's.
Oh, maybe.
Ah, it's a butcher shop.
This is a very important building in mining days. The Miners' Register Office. But this was busy in the heyday. One thing, being a national park looked after town, signage is really, really good. And as you can see, heaps to do. The actual building might be long gone, but these signs do help paint just a little bit of a picture of what boom time in Hill End would have been like. Along with the town, Holtermann paid for a couple of photographers to come and capture photos, and they are the photos that we're looking at around town. After doing the heritage walk, we headed to the Royal Hotel for lunch. It was such a great burger and chips. We had just one more stop in Hill End. We headed to Merlin's lookout. Merlin was one of those photographers that came through the area and did an amazing job capturing the life and times in 1870. This lookout was one of the places that he got one of the most iconic photos for Hill End, looking over at the Hawkins Hill mine site. In this photo, we're looking back across to the mine on the other side of town. With our visit to Hill End complete, we got in the car for the short drive to our next destination and our home base for the next 4 nights. We were heading to Mudgee. If you liked what you saw today, or you want to keep up with our Mudgee road trip, why not hit the like and subscribe button? Hit that little bell so you'll be notified of our upcoming videos. As always, thanks for joining us. Travel brilliantly. Bye! Looking for more? Check out the videos above or check us out on social media.